Hey yo, what is up guys? Your boy is back, and I finally saw Venom Let There Be Carnage, and I loved the movie. I thought it was excellent. It was just such a fun overall movie, and we'll just get into what I liked about it. I really like Tom Hardy and Venom. I said that in my Venom Inc. review, so if you guys want to check out my first thoughts on the first movie, link for that will be in the description below, and make sure you guys check that out. And yeah, so I said that in the first one, but yeah, again, Venom and Tom Hardy arguing like an old married couple in this. It was great. It was really, really funny. Again, just another great movie of how they have to like solve reports and mysteries and stuff together in the beginning, and then they kind of get into a spat over who's leading the show and stuff, and then they kind of like break up for a little bit. It's really, really funny to watch like how they fight and how they throw all their shit out the window and this stuff. And again, like it has a really this movie series has a really unique romance series with Michelle Williams' character and Tom Hardy and Eddie Brock. So again, it's really unique to see how like they break up and they kind of somehow try to remain friends, and how he still leans on her and he still needs her, but they're not together and she's off with someone else. And yeah, it's just really funny to see that, and how he has to constantly have her get the Venom suit for him and stuff like that because he gets in trouble. Pat Mulligan, he's making his big screen debut in this. He's Eddie Brock's friend, the cop. Yeah, and he makes his debut. We'll talk more about him in the spoiler section, so we'll wait for that. And again, we might as well talk about it because this is what we're all here for. Carnage and Shriek make their big screen debuts, but we'll start with Carnage and then we'll talk about Shriek in a second. So Carnage was freaky, he was scary in this, he was psychotic, he was every bit of awesomeness that he is in the comic books, and they did an amazing job of bringing him to life. He's played by Woody Harrelson, who is Tallahassee in Zombieland, so one of my favorite movies. He was also in it, and he's in this too, so just awesome stuff, awesome work on his end, just coming off like a complete psychopath and crazy the whole time. And yeah, I normally, I probably like, if I was like, had a major stick up my ass, I'd complain about how he got the symbiote than in the comics, but you know what, I'm not going to do that because I understand movie rights and shit, so whatever, it's really awesome and really amazing. So yeah, just watching Carnage just go on this epic tear throughout the city, and yeah, and watching him just murder people and go on joyrides, and yeah, and he's just super freaky in this, just so fucking scary. That and like that the ending climax, like the last fight between Venom and Carnage, is so amazing and just so entertaining. And again, like Venom going, gonna die, and then Tom and then Eddie Brock's like, yeah, and then he goes, no, we're gonna die. Oh fuck! And then they rush in, and he's like, oh shoot, a red one. Well, I don't want to fight that guy. And how Venom's always scared to fight the other symbiotes and stuff. How he kind of like, yeah, he's all like tough and stuff, but then when it comes to his own kind, he's like, oh shit, because he's like a loser, like Eddie Brock is. And yeah. Shriek, I can't remember who she was playing. I think Naomi Watts is her name. I think that's her name. Yeah, but again, the girl who played Shriek, she did a really good job as well. She also came off extra crazy and stuff. So yeah, actually, being that I have the Maximum Carnage comic book with me here, like, I mean, I'll show more of it later, but I want to show you guys, where is it? Shriek shows up right off in the first couple, here we go. So there's Shriek. For those of you guys wondering what Shriek looks like, there we go. She looks really cool, and she looked really cool in the movie also. So, yeah, I can't actually say enough good things about this movie. I actually really, really liked it, and it's probably one of my maybe my favorite movie to come out this year. Probably is. I haven't seen Halloween Kills yet. I'll be talking about that on the weekend. So, stick with me, boys. And ladies, if there are any ladies, hopefully there are ladies. Anyways, so yeah, I actually love the movie. I don't know if it's like top tier, one of my favorite comic book character movies, but like I really loved it, so I might have it in my top tier just because I thought it was that good, so it might be in my top tier. I'll probably make a video about that later. Anyway, so let's talk about the Maximum Carnage comic book here. So it's a graphic novel version, as you can tell. Blah, blah, blah. I paid apparently $35 for this, and it has about 17 issues in this. And again, I always say, but like the artwork, like I gotta show this. This I just opened it up and look at this friggin', look at that. It just looks amazing. Yeah, but this is actually my favorite comic book like line I've actually read. Like what I mean is like storyline. I just thought it was really cool with how they had Carnage putting together a team with the Demo Goblin, the Doppelganger, and Shriek, and how they all have like their little weirdo family going on. And then Spider-Man puts together his dysfunctional ass team with Venom, Black Cat, Cloak, and I think Dagger is also in this. Iron Fist also appears. Captain America he even appears towards the end. Like just fucking look at this shit. This artwork is insane. Look at that. This shit, yeah. So for those of you who haven't read this, get it, buy it online. Do whatever you can to get like your hands on this. This is actually like an amazing read. So that I can't say enough about. So yeah, Maximum Carnage is my favorite. I love the comic book, love it to death. I loved it, and it's just a shame that it was this good. But we never got to actually see Spider-Man in it in the movie with Carnage. So yeah. Alright guys, so that's the end of like me talking about the comic book and the movie. I'm going to get into some spoilers here, so if you guys haven't seen the movie yet, I'll give you guys the chance to peace out. I've never actually thought I'd get the chance to say that I'd see a movie this early and I'd get to be like, oh, let's talk about spoilers, but here we are, we're doing that now. Okay, so we'll talk about, we'll get into all the ones I kind of like here. So first off, I mentioned Pat Mulligan earlier. Pat Mulligan, he's actually Toxin in the comics. So when the third movie comes out, I'll be talking about this comic book right here, which involves the debut of Toxin, which is Carnage's kid. So, yeah, it kind of like shows him like coming back to life at the end, and yeah, it's because he's Toxin, and he's gonna be kind of a mix between Venom and Carnage in the comics. So he'll probably be fighting Venom in the third movie, which I'm really stoked to see. And yeah. So that's who Pat Mulligan is. He should be in the third movie fighting Venom when they eventually make that. And they probably will because this movie has been a huge success. Alright, Carnage dies at the end. So, Carnage dying at the end, I'm sad and I'm bittersweet about, but at the same time, it was so well done and so amazing, and he'll probably never appear in a Spider-Man movie, just obvious reasons about how much of a psychopath he actually is. Yeah, so it's just the one-off, but they did it so well. I'm not even gonna complain. I normally would about just them killing off characters and stuff just for no reason, but like here, I'm like, they did just such an amazing job at it, and Carnage is also Venom's like #1 rival. Like Spider-Man and Venom are huge rivals, but like Carnage and Venom are huge rivals. So him dying to Venom. No knock there, no shame on that, but just a shame we won't see him again unless we see him in the next spoiler we're going to talk about, the Spider-Verse. So at the end of the movie, we got an end credit scene, and yeah, so they had Tom Holland appear on the screen, who is Peter Parker in the MCU, and Venom's like, I want to kill that guy, and yeah. So, we're going to probably see Eddie Brock appearing in the Spider-Verse coming up here. They're probably going to intervene with like Morbius, Venom, the Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, the originals with Tom Holland, and a whole sort of stuff. So that seems to be like the area they're going in for the MCU movies. Is they're going to go for the Spider-Verse, and they're going to get all the characters mixed in there. So it'll be really interesting to see with that, and that's just a whole other video topic I can just talk about on its own. But I'm really amazed to see what they do with that. But yeah, I mean, I was really hoping we get to see Tobey Maguire appear at the end, and we get to see him in the next movie. Maybe like a little Spider-Man 4 action for us. That's what I was personally hoping for. So yeah, there's that. And then we'll talk about something I really liked at the end here, and I didn't really want to spoil this, but Venom doesn't get Eddie Brock doesn't get the girl in the end. So every other movie series, they'd have the guy, they break up and they get back together, because they're meant to be together. But here at the end, it's actually quite well done with how he just kind of like accepts that, like, this is what it is, and she's off with someone else, and he's gonna go off and do his own thing now. And I really, really, really like that. And I just can't even point out enough how like it's just kind of cool to see how like Tom Hardy's playing another loner character, and it just kind of works. It just really, really works. And I really appreciated that, how it's like the world didn't end for him. So that I really liked. Anyways, so if you guys stuck around this far, thank you for watching. I don't know what video I'm going to make next about comics or anything like that, so stay tuned. And yeah, peace out, guys.